Hey, what's up, guys? It's Gabe with Nerd Tech, and wanted to just jump in my Air.ai account to show you quickly how to set up an inbound agent for 24/7 live calls. Another great use case for your business that I believe pretty much every business should have. There's absolutely no reason to miss calls in this day and age. So we're going to start off by just clicking New Agent. We're going to do Test Inbound. We're gonna do sales. Even though it's basically a customer service agent, I still like to do sales. I find that this one actually just works better. We're gonna go ahead and use the new form or flow builder, the editor, that's Air 2.0. And then one thing we're gonna change in the inbound is the opening. So for instance, it's not gonna say, hey, prospect name, because we likely don't know who's calling when it's inbound. So maybe we might say, hi, this is Sammy from ABC Plumbing. How can I help you today? All right, so that will be our phrase. And then great, can I get some info from you so we can schedule a visit? Now, I just assumed that they were calling because they need a repair, but that obviously is not always the case. So you could add in some optional branches here and customize this any way you want. You could say customer wants or needs service. Customer wants to know general info about what services we provide. Customer wants to know our let's say hours of operation. So it could look like that. We're just going to go down this line, keep it short and sweet. And then we would end up asking them questions like, thank you, may I start by getting your first and last name? Perfect. Is this the best number for you? Got it. Now, can you tell me a little more details about the problem you're having? Sorry, you are having to deal with that. I want to get a technician scheduled to come look. We charge $100 trip fee, but that is waived if we can solve the issue why we are there. Can I go and get scheduled for you? Right. Then we just drop in. I just have it pasted, so because I use it a lot. This is my calendar prompt. Checks the calendar availabilities, and then I always like to follow that up with got you locked in, can I send you a text? Great. Well, I'm positive you'll be happy with the service. Have a great rest of your day. All right, so there is a super fast script I created on how I would do that. Then you could obviously come back up here and build out some other scenarios depending on what they're wanting on the call. These types of things used to be done in the advanced prompting, which now with these new nodes, it's much easier to be able to do it here. Also, don't forget about the knowledge base. Some people forget about the knowledge base and they try to make branches for every possible question. But if it's just a question that's off topic, but you want to come back to the same branch and you don't need to necessarily go down a branch, absolutely use the knowledge base to answer any random questions about the business. And you could actually pretty simply make a scheduling agent. And if they just wanted to know general information about the business or any of these branches, these could be in the knowledge base. And then you could just have a secondary branch that says customer just wanted to know general information about us, but does not want to schedule an appointment for service. They could go down that other branch. And then it could just be like one or two nodes and it doesn't even give or collect any information. It just simply puts the prospect here, and it could be a node that just says, is there any other questions I could answer for you? And then it keeps answering questions that is loaded into a knowledge base. And then once they say they're done, there could be a final node that just says, okay, great, have a great rest of your day. Hope that we can serve you in the future or something like that. So some people don't really know how to create a customer service type bot because they want to create legs for every possible question, but just remember, put the questions in the knowledge base and keep the nodes simple. So now that we have this inbound agent, I'll show you what we would do to set it up. We would go to campaigns. We have to connect it to an inbound campaign. We're going to click launch, scroll down to the bottom, agree and set up. And then we're going to just say ABC plumbing inbound service calls. We're going to check this inbound calling. Then we need to do the test inbound agent. So select the agent that you create. And then the way this works, this confuses a lot of people. Since this is connected to Twilio and you have a pool of numbers, or if you don't have a pool of numbers, if you only have one number and you're using outbound, make sure you do go create a pool of numbers. Now, so just to touch on that one more time, if you are calling outbound, make sure you always have about 5 numbers at the very minimum. It rotates through the numbers and it keeps your numbers fresh so that the carriers don't mark it as spam. Spam likely does not help you get through to people. So have at least 5 numbers that it can rotate through. Now, if you do have 5 or 6 or 10 numbers, whatever it may be, when you put in the area code of what it's asking here, basically you need to know what area code is the numbers I have in my Twilio account and pick the area code that's in your Twilio account. Put that area code here. So if it was 816 for me, that's all you would put. That's Kansas City area code. That's all I would put. And then your budget, I always just put like $500 just because I want to make sure it never runs out of money. I've never seen anybody on inbound calls spend $500. I've never even seen anybody spend $50 a day on inbound calls. You'd have to be super large company taking just hundreds and hundreds of inbound calls. But I just put a super large number because if it's an inbound call, it's a lead. I just want to make sure like there's no mistakes that it comes through. So then I would click save and launch. I'm not going to do that because what happens is it steals a number here from your Twilio account and you don't get to choose. You can see there's no drop down here. I just put the area code. It'll steal a number out of your Twilio account. It'll place that number here after you click save and launch. And then after you do click save and launch, you'll see the campaign here. And then if you click back on that campaign, it'll pop up and then you'll see the number that it stole out of your Twilio account. And then what I do is I use Go High Level. I actually use a front-facing number from Go High Level everywhere on like my website, forms, anything online, it's a go high level number. And then I forward that number to this inbound number, the number that I see here that it stole. And so then it will forward to the AI to answer those calls. So absolutely amazing way to be able to answer calls, blue collar professionals, electricians, plumbers, anybody out in the field that doesn't have a team that needs to be able to take calls. This is an awesome way to be able to do that and to not lose any leads. If this even brought one or two more leads, which it easily would, to your business, it pays for itself tenfold over. So if you need help with installing this or implementing this in your business, let me know. You can click my link below and schedule a live demo, or we can talk about pricing and see what you need to get. So hope you enjoyed this little demo. If you have questions, let me know.